And we are Our Family Plays Games.
Yes.
And today we're going to show you a preview of Game Brewer's latest game called Rulebenders, designed by Tom Vandeweyer, and it's a 2 to 5 player game.
Now, it's not really new. It's a Kickstarter that's coming out pretty soon, so they're going to be kickstarting this. Now, family, let me just tell you for what's up. This is a prototype. This is a prototype, so things can change. Things can be added in, so just want to let you know that now. Now, what I'm going to do now is tell you about an overview of what this game is all about. Kind of like the theme. What's up with Rulebenders? Here we go. All right, now I'm back to tell you about what's up with Rulebenders. Well, here we go. It's like I'm walking in a flea market and just looking around. Then all of a sudden I see this weird contraption that was made in the 50s sitting at this old man's table. I kind of look and see what's going on, and he says, well, I was working as a janitor in a science lab, and I kind of borrowed this machine. Kind of borrowed. That means stolen it. But he borrowed it, and he's gonna let me take it. So I take the machine, and he says, have fun with it. So when you go back to your gaming group to have fun, and you turn it on, it takes you into the game. Kind of Jumanji in a way. Kind of Jumanji. It takes you in, so now you're in these different themes that Starla's gonna tell you about, and you're trying to win your way out by having the most credits with his money in this game to get out. But how you do it? You gotta bend the rules. You gotta be the best rule bender and bend rules to your command so you can take the advantage and win the game. So there you go. Now Starla's gonna tell you a little bit about the setup and how you get this thing ready to do some gameplay.
So now I'm going to show you how the game is set up. So you got this huge board here.
It's big.
It's a big board.
It's a big board.
But it has a lot. You got a lot of things you have to do. So you're going to need a board like this. So first, on the board, you've got 4 different themes that you can visit throughout the game. And then you also have what they call flexo cards. So the different themes on this particular board is prehistoric, Arabian, pirates, and fantasy. So each card will give you different things you can do.
Now there's 2 more that's going to come out in the Kickstarter, and that's zombie and sci-fi. And the cool thing about it, all these cards are kind of like have different levels of combativeness.
Yes.
Where you can really mess with your opponent. And in the rule book, it's going to show you which are the least mean and the most mean.
Yes.
So just want to let you know that.
Now, you can go to the different rules panels. And at the rules panels, that's where you can bend the rules.
Bending them rules.
And so, it's a 2 to 5 player game. So you can imagine if you've got 5 people, everybody's bending the rules, you're going to have to really strategize on how to make these rules work in your favor.
Yes.
Now, each panel is something different. You've got a hand limit panel. You've got a panel where you get different energy cubes. You've got a first player panel. You've got a currency panel. You've got the number of cards you can draw panel. I mean, there's just panels for everything. And those are the different rules of the game that you have to change or you have to bend into your favor. Then you also have the tiebreaker area, and you also have the different rounds area. Because this is a short game. There are only 4 rounds.
4 rounds.
So you've got to do everything you can in 4 rounds to try to make this game work out in your favor.
That's true.
So this is the setup of Rulebenders, and then we're going to come right back with how you play the game. So now, let's get into an overview of how this game is played.
Now, how it's played is that when you start off, you have to go to each section and you're gonna get everything you need to start off this game. You know, first, you're gonna have little cards that is called setup cards that they're gonna give you. Right now, we don't have them because this is a prototype that they can give us. But you're gonna have 5 setup cards that tell you where to put all the little, markers of where you need to put so you can start a game. We used one that's in the book for an example. So in this one, Starla would start off as the first player. She'll get extra credits and things like that, but everybody starting off gets 7 credits. That's 7 money. And then you have to use the hand limit. Everybody will have a hand limit of 6, and then you're gonna draw 6 cards. So you draw from everywhere on here, but you gotta remember, you gotta come to the theme area to see which themes are gonna be used, because what the first player does is they give an active theme. Which theme is gonna be the active one for the game? And let's say it's gonna be prehistoric. So from here on the evolutionary tracks, which all these evolutionary tracks gives you kind of like a modification of the rules that you're trying to go with. So it's really wild where it's not just where the rules are bent, but you can bend the rules a little bit more. Yeah. Which is so cool. So when everybody gets all their, all the stuff they need, how many energy cubes they get, because you don't get all your energy cubes up front, you get just a few of them. And then throughout the game, you can try to get more energy cubes by the cards. You can get more cards, by doing things with all these, with the different, cards from the different themes, because they really do help. Even the Flexo cards, where you can use all the time, they help you at an advantage of doing things. So that's a really good thing. Now, the mechanics of this game is hand management, dealing with cards, because you have to deal with cards. Also, it's resource management, because you have not only your energy cubes and your credits, but you got to deal with your cards too. All of these can be currency. Your energy cubes and your money and also your cards are currency.
And that's really unique.
Yeah.
Because you can change the currency from cards to cubes to credit.
And then on the evolutionary track, which way you go, you can, as the player by yourself, you can use all the currencies as much as you want to, or you're stuck with just using the current currency that someone made in the rules. Now, one other thing that you have to remember, know, is that this is a majority control game. You use these energy cubes. Oh, I'm throwing them out. You use these energy cubes to go into these different areas to try to get majority control, so you can bend the rules. And that's what you try to do. Each time you have two things you do on your turn. One, you use a card, or you use your energy cubes to try to win majority. And if, like here, if it's a tie, you can go, hey, stop that. If it's stop, put another one there. And if you want to break this tie, because we were breaking ties all the time, you go here to the tiebreaker spot, and if you have a chance, you can use one of these to break a tie. So it's really cool. But if you don't want to, it comes down, and then next, when it goes away, you get some more credits. So this is a cool little spot here. So it's a really, really interesting game of, you got to look at all these different areas of what's going on. Yes. And even on the evolutionary track, you have 2 little areas that you're going for. One is the nuclear area, and then also the fusion area. And in each area, if you get to the fusion area, if you move your marker and you get to one of the little tokens here, they give you stuff. You get stuff. Now, here's the thing. You're saying, why would you go in either direction? Now, when you go into the direction of nuclear, you get real good stuff. You get more money, you get more cards and things like that. But if you get to the nuclear, you only get very, very low. Yeah, you're kind of low with the cash that they give you.
That's good. But when you're doing something that's a little on the bad side.
Yeah, but if you go the other way,
you get more money.
Yeah, if you go the other way, which you lose cards, you lose, a hand limit, and you sometimes you're not even able to use, theme cards. You get money.
You get more money.
You get more money.
So do you want more money, or do you want to have more choices? You got to make that decision.
Yeah. So I mean, this game is really on the under, it's really strategic because you gotta think about everything you're doing and what you're doing.
Every move.
Every move counts.
That's
every
true.
turn counts. What you're trying to do. So it's really, really interesting.
Yeah, and then they've got all these different components.
Yes.
And I'm a big components person.
Yes, you are.
So, I mean, the cubes are okay. You know, I like them. You've got 5 different colors, though.
Yeah.
So they have my green, which I love.
Yes.
They have his yellow.
Yes.
They've got Grant's red.
Yes.
And then they also give you purple and orange.
But no blue.
No blue.
Because you're so lovely in your blue.
No blue.
So
but
lovely.
they give you 5 colors to choose from, which is good.
Yes.
Then you've got your money, which is done differently. It's not paper money. It's little squares.
Yeah.
So that's an interesting thing.
It's futuristic.
Yeah, it is.
It's
so
futuristic.
And then you've got your different little tokens over here.
For exchange.
Because
you can exchange, because there's an area where you can do exchange from like 3 to 1.
And 1
you know,
to
because
1
if you
and
have
2 to
like
1.
if you have like a bunch of cards and you need some more credits or you need some more energy cubes to try to win majority, you can on any time do your turn, if you have a 3 to 1 token, turn that sucker in, and you can give up 3 cards to get
something else you need. Yeah.
Get
one of something else.
Get us something else. Yeah, something you need.
And then they also have this Rulebenders die that you'll use at different times during the game.
When a card tells you to.
Yes.
Yeah, a card tells you to.
So the components, I think, are solid. They're solid components.
But you got to remember, this is a prototype.
So
things
could change.
Things could change for the better.
They could change
in a Kickstarter.
But overall, the components are not bad.
Yeah, not bad. Not bad.
Not bad. So we're going to come back and we're going to wrap it all up for you.
Yes, we will.
Well, I guess that's pretty much it.
That's it, because I'm still trying to get majority of it. I'm still putting out stuff. I'm still putting out.
Well, you know, this is Rulebenders.
This is Rulebenders.
You know, and I hope we said enough to make you interested enough to check it out.
Yeah, it's very interesting. I can't wait to see what they, after the Kickstarter is done, what becomes of this and what
the
new stuff that comes out in it. All the stretch goals that get put in it. I can't wait to see all that.
So hopefully this was interesting. Like I said, you'll check it out. Mm-hmm. And this is Rulebenders by Game Brewers. And this is our preview.
Yes. And where can they find us, Starla?
Well, let's see. If you want to check us out, you can find us on Facebook.
Yes.
Instagram.
Yeah.
Twitter. Mm-hmm. And right here on YouTube.
That's right. And on the Dice Tower. We're going to get better, y'all. We're family. We're going to get better.
Yeah. That's it. Hope you enjoyed it.
All right, now, everybody, be safe. And we love you. Take it easy now.
Bye.
Bye-bye.